Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. 1, 2, 3. So I've actually already filmed this video once and I just looked back on the clips and it's like not out of focus, but basically I have this huge window here and like I had like beaming golden hour sunlight. So I had like one curtain closed, the light was coming this side, so it made it look like out of focus and just like really weird. So we're gonna film it again. I feel like this is a good thing though, because now I've kind of answered the questions once, I can like get it down and stop like rambling. The first time I did have all my makeup done and everything, and now I can't be bothered to put makeup on. And I was like, oh, I've got to refilm it, I've got to put makeup on and everything. And I was like, why do you? Like, why would you have to put makeup on? Why would you have to add something to your face just to film a video? So, we're not. I haven't even said what the video is. So, today, I'm going to film like a bit of a uni Q&A. I've done my first term at uni now, which has been a whirlwind, is that a thing? Very up and down. Different in lots of ways. Very similar to like what I thought it'd be in many ways. I just thought we'd sit down and have a bit of a question and answer session, because all I get constantly is like DMs, so many questions about uni and this and that and uni vlogs, so we can see what it's like. So I was like, now I've done my first term, we'll sit down, give a little review, was fresh as what I thought it would be, as the first time what I thought it would be, what's difficult, what's hard. I was just going to film this me talking at you and then I realised I don't know what to say or what you want to know. So I asked for some questions on my Instagram and I have lots of questions from you guys all about uni, so let's just get in with it. Before we get into questions, if you don't know me, hi, my name's Megan Short. I go to Leeds Arts Uni. I did do fashion photography and then I changed to fashion branding, so we're going to talk a bit about that as well, like changing courses, how I did it, why I did it. I actually made a whole vlog on why I did it if you want to check that down below. Just a little background, because a lot of these are where'd you go, what you take. So I'm at Leeds Arts and yeah, I do fashion branding and communication. Or is it with communication? Should probably know that, shouldn't I? So the first one is, how did you know what job you wanted? I'm picking my options soon and I don't know what to take. So don't stress. I do not know what job I want. That is actually kind of one of the main reasons I changed, because my course fashion photography was quite niche, you know, fashion photography. There's not much else you can really do with that. That's why I changed. So my advice would be, if you don't know what you want to do like exactly, just pick a bit of a broader course. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Like, think of like uni courses, like fine art you can do pretty much anything with, science pretty much anything with, like business pretty much anything with, fashion, even my course. There's not one job in fashion. It's not just like, oh, you're doing a fashion degree so you're going to go and do fashion the job, because there's like styling, buying, promotion, advertising, like window display is a job, actual fashion design, fashion photography, editing fashion photos. Like, there's 101 jobs under these labels and degrees. So honestly, I'm pretty sure I know this, I do know this person, I mean, but I'm pretty sure I know how old she is. Quite young, so I'm gonna guess you're literally picking like GCSE options or something. Do not stress. Like, GCSEs don't determine what you can do. Obviously it does if, like, to be fair, GCSEs don't, but A-level, because I had people in my A-level art class that didn't even do GCSE art, and now they're in like an art foundation year, so it really doesn't matter that much. It matters kind of if you get to like A-level. So if you're doing A-levels, you don't need to know what you want to do, but you need to know like there's no point doing drama, art, music if you want to be a scientist, you know what I mean? But you'll know that kind of thing, like where you ish want to go. So just pick a bit of a broad degree and you'll be absolutely fine. But yeah, I don't know what job I want to do. So many questions on friends, how to make friends, blah blah blah. So let's just cover that here. Uni is full of people who are dying to make friends because everyone has come and no one has any friends. So everywhere you go, there is an opportunity to make friends. For example, flat, as soon as you walk into your flat, if you are staying in halls, bang, 6 people that you're automatically friends with. Not even, because I'm in the fortunate enough position where I love my flat, we adore each other. We also have our separate friendship groups, but we literally are, we're like, everyone loves each other in my flat. But I have friends who don't even speak to their flat, but instantly like there's people that you can click with, like get to know. Do you know what I mean? Like, uni is just like filled with situations where you're forced to be with people and make friends. So it's great. Like, there's really no stress, because even your flatmates, like for example me, Lou and Gabby in our flat, we're kind of all in the same ish friendship group. We're moving house together next year. But then like Amelia, we love Amelia to death, but like she's in a different course, so she has all different friends as well. So she brings her friends over and we know all of them as well. So like they're people we could even text and be like, what are you doing, do you want to go out? Because it's just like easily friends of friends. Like Hannah brings her friends around and we all meet Hannah's friends. And then you'll go into your course and then you're with, it's, well, to be fair, our courses are small, you're with like 30 people, but like my friends doing business, like 400 people. There's literally 400 people in that room that you can be friends with. And the thing is, no one's snobby enough to turn around and not talk to you, because everyone is there. No one has friends yet. Like everyone, well, mainly everyone has like moved to a brand new city, not really have moved, and even if they stayed in the same city, their home friends probably aren't at that uni, or just like, you know, like everyone is dying to make friends at uni. if you're worried about making friends at uni, that is like the thing you need to be least worried about, because there is a person on every single corner to talk to. Me and Lou, literally, after our first few days, went and knocked on our neighbours' doors and was just like, hi, we're your neighbours, we just wanted to like say hi and see who we were living next to. And then we made a group chat with one of the flats, and they're like some of our really good friends as well. You just have to put yourself out there a bit, talk to everybody, no one's going to turn you down, everyone's in the same position, everybody wants friends. You know what I mean? Like, who doesn't want friends? And uni is just full of different ways to meet people. If you didn't click with people on your course, you didn't click with your flat, go and join a society. That's what I did. I clicked with everybody, but I wanted more friends, more people. So I went and joined a society, dance. Instantly there's another group of people. Just uni is such a sociable place. There's so many ways to make different friends. Like, just do not stress. And if you're a bit of like an anxious person, or a bit like socially awkward, or like get a bit of social anxiety, before you can like meet your flat on Facebook, before you can see people on your course before, so you can literally talk to people before you even meet them. And like, you know, if you find that like first like face-to-face encounter a bit awkward and you see someone you'd want to be friends with, pluck up that little bit of courage and just message them, and then as soon as you get to uni, there's a friend, and you can like go and join societies together or make friends together. Do you know what I mean? Like, do not stress. Someone said, did you know your flatmates before moving day? Yes. So if you go to uni, you'll probably know how it works. If you don't, that is why you're here. Basically, you'll get an email from your accommodation with your flat number, and you'll have accommodation chats for like your whole building and accommodation like groups on Facebook. You literally pop your flat number in there and people will look on it, look for the people with their same flat number, and that's that. We did that. I found Lou first, and then I found Hannah, and then I made the group chat. I was a bit like, oh my god, like, do I? But like, I'm gonna live with them for the next year. Like, I have no, like, I can't avoid talking to them. It's not like random people and you're making a group chat and you're trying to become friends with them and it's gonna be really awkward if not, because like, either way you're gonna live together. So yeah, I just made a group chat, and then we found Jess, and then a few weeks later we found Amelia, and then we found Gabby, and we made a group chat on Facebook. And then once everybody was in that, we made a group chat on Snapchat, and that's when we all started coming out of our shells, because we were just sending ugly Snapchats in of our face, being hungover, of our food, like random stuff, like videos of us on our way to Leeds. So yeah, we did all know each other, and that's how you do it. It's actually really simple. If you do have the option to, I would definitely say do that, because for practicality reasons as well, we could sort out who was bringing what. So yeah, don't be, my brother was this person, but don't be that person. Well, if you want to be this person, but who like doesn't find their flat, which I know some people like the mystery, but I, from my personal experience, would say do that. Because like, even the first night, it made it so much more like less awkward, because like we knew things about each other. We knew we could talk about the first night, like we knew we were kind of down to like have a drink, have a boogie. I was like, I'm gonna bring Sambuca, so I did. I went to Leeds and I bought a bottle of Sambuca, brought it to the first night, like was doing Sambuca shots for everyone. Like, you can just, it's just nice to like have that plan, and just, yeah, I would highly suggest. Someone said, is it hard to balance uni work and your social life? I wouldn't say so much uni work and your social life. It is a little bit, but then everyone you're with has to uni work as well. But I would say it's hard balancing social life, uni work, and then time for yourself, because some people don't value time for themselves. I love time to myself, and that is really hard in the first few weeks, I feel like. Well, it was for me anyway, because it's freshers, you're trying to be really, really social, and then any spare minute you do have, you might want to do uni work or like catch up with what you're doing. It's a very social thing, but it's also a very overwhelming thing. New city, new flatmates. Like in my case, not a single person from my hometown is even in Leeds. It's just a whole new environment. It can be so overwhelming, and when you're just trying to be social 24/7, I feel like as soon as you take a step back, you're like, whew, it's like a burnout situation. So that I did find hard. Over the first like few weeks, you kind of get over that, because things start to calm down. You're not trying to be as crazy social, because like now you know people, so you can like take it back a step. But yeah, that was probably the thing I found the hardest. Not uni work as such, because you got to make time for it, and so does everybody. So it's not like you're like the odd one out, because everyone has to make time for uni work. But yeah, time for yourself, I would say, is a hard one. There was a question yesterday, oh here it is. What did you expect to find easy/hard? I can't remember what I answered. So like, what did you not expect to find easy, and what did you not expect to find hard? So like, what was one thing you thought would be easy and it's actually hard? Things like what I thought would be easy are like cooking for myself and whatever, like doing my own washing, that's fine. Washing up, that's what I said, washing up. You think for the first few weeks it's so easy, you just finish your dinner and you wash your plate and you wash your pan and you're fine. Trust me, after 3 weeks, you're not gonna wash that pan straight after you eat. You're coming in 5 o'clock, well me anyway, like 5 o'clock from uni, cooking yourself for dinner. The last thing you want to do is stand and wash it up for like 20 minutes as well. Like, you just want to sit down. So that was probably harder than I thought. Not harder, that sounds dumb, because obviously it's not hard, but like more draining than I thought it would be. Finding a routine is probably harder than I thought it would be, but I'm getting there. I feel like that's just the whole first term of uni. It's just like this huge like, be social, now quickly, you have a deadline. Oh my god, join societies. Oh my god, cook for yourself. Oh my god, wash. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then it's as soon as like the first time's finished, it's like, okay, like a bit more grounded. Like, I know who some good friends are. I know what nights out are good, so I know when I want to go out and when I want to work. It all just kind of, the first time of uni, me and the girls were talking about this yesterday, even uni now still is just like a different world. Like anything goes in uni, it's just absolutely crazy, it's hilarious. But especially the first time, it's just like anything goes and everything is just like a completely new experience. We were like 4 weeks in and Lou still referred to it as a holiday. Like we were in conversation and she said something about, she meant to say like uni and she said holiday, and I was like, babe, not holiday, you're here for the next 3 years. It does feel like a holiday the first time because it's like, I do love it, I do absolutely love it. Someone said, what's the thing you hate most about student housing? So, the thing I hate most about our halls, I did think it would be absolutely fine. Like I do love our halls, but I thought I'd love it way more than this. Our living room is not cozy. We have a kitchen and a living room, you've probably seen it in my vlogs, like in one, but our living room's like 5 chairs and they're not very comfy and it's a bit of a weird layout. So we've got my TV, but we just can't get it in the right layout because of like where the plug is. It's just kind of our kitchen because we've been to all the other ones and they're laid out a lot better than ours. And living rooms, like kitchen / living room. So ours isn't very cozy, so I don't like that because it means we don't spend a lot of time in there like together, because our bedrooms are more cozy. So if we want to watch a film, we just go into our bedroom like alone. But if our lounge was more cozy than our rooms, or even just as cozy, I could be like, guys, I'm gonna watch it in the lounge, who wants to join? And people would join. We still do watch films in there and stuff sometimes, which is great. But yeah, that's the thing I hate most. I wish that was more cozy. But in our second year house that we've just signed all of our contracts for, 7 of my best mates, we're moving in together, big house, big girls. Big girls, like a big house of girls. Our living room is a lot cozier. We've got like 3 sofas and the kitchen. We've got 2 kitchens, but one of them backs onto the living room. We've got a TV included, so it's a cozy vibe. So people can be like cooking dinner and we've got TV on, people in the living room. So that's gonna be a lot cozier because like people will actually want to sit there because we've got like proper sofas and stuff. Which, talking about student housing, leads me on to the part of this video which is sponsored. It's actually sponsored by ACCOMMODATION.com. So as you can tell, very relevant time. If you are at uni, then now you'll know that you need to start looking for housing for next year, or if you're going to uni as well but you're finding halls a bit tricky, or you don't want to live in halls or something, Accommodation for Students is great. As you can probably tell, it's literally a website to find accommodation for students. So it's just a housing website. It's completely safe, completely free to use. It's literally like a clothing website for houses. You can just go through it all. They have so much choice in there, from just rooms in halls if you're wanting to go back into halls, or if you're not in halls yet, as well as oh my god, I actually can't speak, guys. So obviously have like rooms in halls and stuff, but they also have like houses and flats in obviously loads of different cities that have unis and stuff. So if you are still looking for housing, January is a great time to be doing it. Some people do obviously do it before Christmas if they're super sorted. We did it because we were looking for a 7 people house. We were like, quite big house, might not be as many, because I feel like 7 as well is quite awkward. Like 6 or 8 I feel like is quite normal because 6 people are in halls, so I feel like 6 is a normal number. So we were a bit scared with 7, so we got ours sorted. But if you're not, January is a great time to be looking. You're not moving until September, so January still gives you loads of time. So if you are still looking, make sure you go and check my link down below. Accommodation for Students are great, and if you need extra help as well, they've got a dedicated team and like service where you can go on and just chat to them, which is great, really handy. I would say be careful as well what websites you're using if you're doing all this, because we booked a few. Sorry, I just realised my gem came off my finger. We booked a few houses and like they were really dodgy, and some people didn't reply to our emails, and then we went to one viewing, and I wish I vlogged it, it was hilarious. But like they didn't even take us to the houses we like booked to view. They just showed us to these other ones that were like more expensive and stuff. So definitely go on this website, it's really legit. Like, you know, you're gonna get an actual house. Be careful what websites you're using. This website is great. I'll leave my link down below. And yeah, moving swiftly on with the questions. I thought that fitted great in here, so I just wanted to tell you guys about that, because as I said, sometimes it can be a really stressful thing looking for houses. So a website with like people that can help you and chat to you, so handy. People said about budgeting and costs and stuff, so I'm actually gonna make, if you watch Demi Donnelly, she's a really good friend of mine. I've told her I'm gonna steal her video idea. She did a video like what she spends in a week as what she spends in a week. I'm thinking I'm gonna do the same, because I feel like that's really interesting, like what I spend in a week as an 18-year-old student. What do we think? On like food, rent, nights out, Ubers, uni materials. What else do I spend money on? Like shopping. So yeah, I feel like that'll be a really interesting video. So stay tuned for that, because I'm definitely gonna film that when I'm back at uni and I go back tomorrow. So yeah, I will leave that question for that new video. Guys, my skin at the moment is so bad. But talking about finances, someone also asked me about student loan, and I'm thinking I'm gonna make this question my last question. I'll have a look over all the questions at the end, but I think this is going to be my last. Just, they said, is student loan a lot of money, and how do you work it all out? When do you sort out your student loan stuff? So my amazing dad, he's always like this. He was lucky, I'm lucky enough, he just like sorted mine out. Both my brothers gone for uni, so he kind of just took it upon himself and did it, which was great. But you apply, correct me if I'm wrong, when you get accepted, or when you get an offer, sorry. Yeah, whenever you get an offer, you can apply, and then it all goes through once you're like get your grades and stuff, because you need to put in like what uni you want to go to or whatever, and then if you don't get the grades, and you change it and stuff later. But no, it is not a lot of money, which is why people have overdrafts and stuff. I get 4,200 or something for the year. Bear in mind my rent is about 6,000. Not great. Like tomorrow I have 1,375 coming into my bank account, and my rent costs 2,200 for the next third of the year, I'm pretty sure. I feel like no one really talks about this side of it. Should I be talking about what money I get? I'm allowed to, right? But it completely depends on how much your parents earn. So if they earn more, you'll get less. If they earn less, you'll get more. But it's not a lot. Friends at uni who get like the most possible, and they're still living on about £70 a week after, which does sound like a lot, and it is doable. But say one night out, 20 quid, food shop, 30 quid, and then it's like you've got £20 left for like washing, like actually paying to wash your stuff and whatever. So it's not great. And then obviously there's things like you might have trips at uni that you want to go on. So yeah, it's not a lot, and that's why people have overdrafts and stuff, but obviously it is really handy. No one could be doing it without it. But there's definitely someone who could tell you better how to do it. But you literally just go on and you apply. You have to say like what your parents' jobs are, who earns the most. I don't think you have to say what they earn. I think you just have to say who earns the most. You might have to say what they earn. As I said, my dad did it. But yeah, also if you have any kind of disability, so I have dyslexia, you'll get a disabled student allowance as well, which you don't actually get physical money given to you, but they'll put more money in for like extra tutoring and like apps for a laptop, and they do put like a slight bit of money towards the laptop. Everyone's like, if you have dyslexia you get a free MacBook. No, you freaking don't. I had to pay for mine. They put, obviously depending on how severe or not severe, mine dyslexia is bad but not that bad. Like I can still like semi-read. So they put, I think like £200 towards my laptop, and then whatever laptop you get. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but whatever laptop you get, you do have to put £200 towards anyway. But yeah, you did not get a free MacBook. That is a myth. Let me go through these questions one last time and see if there's anything that stands out. I have done a Q&A like this before, so there's someone here that I have answered, so I feel like I'm not going to, but I do want to touch on this. Someone said, did you or do you get lonely when you moved into halls and throughout freshers? Now this is really weird, because as I said, uni is just like the biggest, most sociable place in the world, especially during freshers. But you can, I definitely did, and I know some of my friends did. You get this weird feeling where it's like you're around all these people, but like you just feel lonely. Because like at the beginning, I met so many amazing friends, had such a great time. But you don't feel, and if you do, great. Obviously you've not known them that long, so you don't feel like really like best friends like in the first week and whatever. So you feel like you almost don't have people to talk to, yet you're surrounded by like so many great people and so many fun events. But like it's such a weird thing to be around so many people and still feel lonely. The thing is, you have such a great time. Me and Lou say this, we have such a good time, such a good time, such a good time. And then sometimes when you finally step away from it and you like sit in your room and like have one night in by yourself in that halls room, you just kind of sit there in your deep life and you're like, oh, I'm actually like kind of lonely. But don't let that scare you off. That quickly goes. I don't really feel like that at all anymore, because as I said, you find your really good friends, you find out people who are just like kind of better for a good time. Yeah, that does quickly go, and if it doesn't, don't worry, it will go. Just talk to people. I feel like that's what I had to do. I was like finding it really hard, and then one time I just sat and I spoke to Jess about it actually for ages, and she was like, oh my god, no, same. I feel like I'm not really enjoying it. I feel really lonely sometimes, blah blah blah. And then like people from my flat walked in and they were like, oh my god, same guys. So just knowing that other people feel like it is such a reassurance, because I'm like, I'll be sitting in my flat now, and if I feel like lonely or whatever, I'm like, oh my god, I'm coming into the living room, and we'll walk into our living room, and the majority of the time my flat is freaking mental. There will be people dancing around, people cooking, there'll be music on, there'll be something. Honestly, if you walk into the kitchen and the other 5 flat members are in there, just know you've just missed out on like the best 2 hours ever in our flat. It's hilarious. Like we'll all be in there and I'll walk in. It happened to me the other day and I was gutted. I walked in and everyone was in there and having such a good time. Our flat gets so hyper so quick, and they were all like, oh, you missed it. I was like, no. But yeah, I feel like that's a good thing to end on. It can be very hard, and that is something I didn't realise. Definitely coming back to that question earlier, that is something that I thought didn't even cross my mind, being lonely, because I was like, why would I be lonely? I'm meeting so many new people, but it's all people that you're just like surface level with at the beginning. Like you don't really know each other, do you know what I mean? Because you're too busy like trying to make friends and whatever. You're not really getting to know people on a deeper level. So yeah, definitely that is something to touch on. If you're feeling that still, or if you're going into uni, just know that that is completely normal. Okay? Completely normal. Just talk to other people about it and just know, even if they don't say it, other people are feeling that way. I promise you. And if they're not, they're some kind of god, because that is, everyone I know has felt like that. Everyone. I have not met one person or spoke to one person about it and they've been like, oh no, I've never felt lonely, I'm just on top of the world, blah blah blah. And if they are saying that, honestly, they're just trying to be too positive. It's okay to have a bad day, you know? I feel like I've answered enough questions. I've definitely left some out that I answered in the first version of this video, but I've realised now I did not need to answer them. So yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope it's helped you or given you a bit of insight into uni life in the first term and freshers and whatever. But yes, if you do want to see more uni content, uni vlogs, uni Q&As, let me know down below. I'm in my homeroom. If you're an OG, you'll know this room, but I go back to uni tomorrow. I always ramble at the end of my videos. Yeah, if you did like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below. Hope you have the best day ever, and I'll see you next time.